Question 19 says, Melissa's making a music shaker that's a cylinder with a diameter of 2 inches and a height of 8.
Are we supposed to be recording this?
Yeah, I am actually. Find the surface area. Now, if I take a look, I have a picture's worth 1,000 words. I'm going to draw out, it has a diameter of 2 inches, it's got a height of 8. Now, surface area is talking about I'm using wrapping paper, I'm covering, I'm painting, I'm covering the whole thing. Now on here, a cylinder is going to have a top circle, a bottom circle, and a rectangle. Now, put on your formula card, top circle, bottom circle, pi r r, pi r r. You can actually study this tonight. Your rectangle is not length times width. Who in here can raise their hand and tell me length times width gets substituted? I use the what of the circle and the other part. What do I use? Charles. Rectangle, I'm going to use the height for one part. What do I use the other part? Circumference. So the rectangle is going to be CH. So now, the one small tidbit is, yes, you're in 7th grade, they're going to make you switch gears and they're going to make you think every once in a while. My area of the circle, 3.14 times 2 times 2 doesn't work. Who in here wants to raise their hand and tell me why can't I use 2?
Because it's the
Evan. Diameter. Evan, what do I do to get it to a radius?
You have to divide it by 2.
Perfect. So I'm going to say 3.14 times 1 times 1, 3.14 times 1 times 1. Now, people are ending up with different answers because sometimes they're round inside the problem. No, leave 3.14 as what you have here. Don't round it to the very final answer. I have an answer of 3.14 square inches, 3.14 square inches over here. This rectangle, when I cut the top off and I cut the bottom off and I slice it right down the side and I lay it out, your cylinder on the outside is a rectangle of length times width. We've done enough problems that the length of the rectangle is actually the circumference of the circle. Now, circumference has 2 formulas. It's going to be question 3 or 4 on the test. Is a circumference question. Circumference can be C equals pi d or C equals 2 pi r. I got a d here, so let's use it. I'm going to use 3.14 times the diameter of 2 inches times the height of 8 inches. Who in here can raise their hand and tell me what's the 3.14 times 2 times 8? 3.14 times 2 times 8. What do you get? Abby?
50.24.
I got something different. 3.14 times 2 times 8. Try one more time.
That's what I got.
You got 50.24?
Yeah.
3.14 times 2 times 8. You got 50.24. I'm just trying to mess with it to see if you actually correct. Now, once I get to this, add up all 3 values. 50.24 plus 3.14 plus 3.14. On my calculator, it's going to give me an answer of 56.52. I'm going to round that to the 10th place. I'm going to call it 56.5 square inches. Now, next part. Significant digits, correct precision. Precision means how close did I measure something. Now, you're only as good as your worst measure in the group. So, they measured to the 100th place. He measured to the 1000th place. The way it works, I can only report my answer to the worst measurement I have. So when I do this question, I have 4.056. I add it up. I get 6.396, but I'm only allowed to go to the 100th place. Now the reason I can only go to the 100th place, that's the worst measurement of the two. If the first number would have been 2.3, and the other one would have been 4.0567857555555, I could still only go to the 10th place. I can only go to the shortest place value that they measured to, the smallest right here. And I shouldn't say smallest place back because that's way smaller over there. But we've been saying the crappiest measurement. Who's measuring more accurate? The hundredths or the thousandths? We're gonna go to the hundredths. I look to the right. I got a 6. I'm gonna call this 6.40.